Youngstown's story is America's story, especially for small and medium-sized cities around the country, and even to a lesser extent to larger cities.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
I got here in 1980, and just that's a short time after Youngstown Sheet and Tube closed, and now U.S. Steel was closing its shop, and some of the jobbers that are associated with the steel industry were collapsing also. And Youngstown had become a metaphor for deindustrialization in the national newspapers, and I was doing a number of interviews with Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and other major publications. At that time, you saw the beginnings of the decline of other industries, such as auto, and I think that was the sort of next stage of the deindustrialization that was going to occur in the Youngstown, Warren area. I think of Youngstown as Mahoning Valley, so it's a greater Youngstown then. But and I didn't see a recovery coming. I watched numerous attempts to retrain for jobs that were going to be non-existent. The example I usually use is there was a lot of emphasis on computer repairing. And computers, that lasted about 2 years until you just had components to slip in and out if you were having trouble with your computer. And you also saw the migration out to other parts of the country, even though there were talks about jobs coming back, or these not jobs, but people coming back from places like Houston, which had a place called Little Youngstown in the late 1980s, early 1990s.
What has the region done right?
I think they've tried enormous numbers of tracks to attract new businesses to the area. You know, the housing situation has been dramatically improved because there were, 4,000 or 5,000 vacant homes, and now there's less than 600 was the term I heard recently. And so the landscape is changed by what is there and what is not there. You look at ride the neighborhoods, and you see these vacant lots, and you know those were all homes. It looks nicer. The grass looks actually pretty well cut given what's going on, but you know that there's been an incredible loss. I think more recently, the institutional foundations of the city are being offset because of the decline of places like the Youngstown State University, the movement of part of the hospital complex to the suburbs. So I know that the city's trying. I know the economic development money from the federal government is trying to improve that, and you see attempts to spruce up downtown, but I don't see the types of long-term economic progress that's needed to revitalize the area. So to answer your question, Danny, is that I think the decline is not as steep as it was when we started talking about this 40 years ago.
Right.
But now it's still slow. But again, I will keep repeating that Youngstown's story is America's story, especially for small and medium-sized cities around the country, and even to a lesser extent to larger cities.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.